Hi. I haven't posted in quite some time, but I wanted to make a type of video response to ItsBradazHD. He made a You Are a Dream Ticket suggestions video, and he usually makes really good content. If you're not familiar with him, he usually makes stuff on leaks and just general updates with the game. But I was really disappointed in this video just because I didn't think the cards were really that good. Like there's one really good suggestion, and the rest I just really didn't think were good options to get at all. So I just wanted to maybe go through it on the video and just like send this to him. Maybe he'll give me feedback, or like I don't know if he'll think, oh yeah, that was a pretty bad suggestion, or maybe he'll just say, you just I have some at the end. I'm not sure what to get either. So I really want to use it as soon as I can, obviously. So yeah, so I just want to go like the video introduction part was really good. I had really high hopes for the video after this, and like I was looking forward to it. But then we went into the meta staples section, and honestly, these cards just aren't good. Like Needle Ceiling, you have to pop your own monsters to use this card. You just basically hurt yourself. I don't like this card at all. Floodgate, Canadia, you don't even like really gain anything from these. They just flip them face down. Like they just flip them back up, or they, Kara Curry, they don't even care about Floodgate. Just beret back face up. It's irrelevant really. And then Forbidden Lance, like okay, yeah, -800. Most monsters these days have like 3000 attack. Like it doesn't do anything. It doesn't even reduce defense either. And it's just not a very good card really. Like Drowning's good, I'll give him that, but like I feel like most people have Drowning already, right? It was in a pretty big box with UA, and I just like, and obviously Ballista and Raigeki Breaker -1s. Cosmic Cyclone's way too much cost. I'm not gonna use that card. And plus, it's so expected nowadays. I feel like no one, like, why even use it? They play around it way too much. And then like the extra deck section got a little bit better, but I mean, here's the thing. So the Predaplant one is just way too of a meme, way too much of a meme. Like Predaplants are a meme right now. I wish they were better, but they're not. And I only want to play like meta decks. So like, and then Coral Dragon is a good pick. I'll give, like, Coral Dragon is really good. I like this option a lot. I'd say this is like his maybe a second best suggestion for me, because I'm like really considering getting this card. I just don't know, because it was in a pretty bad box, right? So you really want to get that one. It's a good pick. And then like the Ancient Pixie and Fairy Dragons, just like they don't even have that much attack. They're kind of useless, I feel like. I don't know why I would play them at all. And then the bottom four is way too mainstream for me. Like everyone uses these cards, right? Like besides Purgatrio, who got like completely nerfed and destroyed. Nobody plays Invoked anymore. The other three are just like way too popular, so like why even play those cards if you want to be like cool, And then like he keeps on talking about extra deck monsters, but then he goes into like the Winda and the Solfafnir. Like okay, I didn't technically watch the video, kind of skimmed through it for every part, but I still think like they shouldn't go in the section at all because they're not in the extra deck, and it doesn't make sense. And then like, there's a couple options here like that don't make sense to me. Like Black Rose Dragon Mech, you give the opponent Purgatrio material. That's not good. You don't want to use those cards. I just don't use any fire monsters in my deck ever. And then like Scrap Dragon's okay, that's like an okay option, but then like you have Koran Gandrix and Altia Palia, which I don't use these cards. Like in Crystons, I don't even use Koran Gandrix because you always get floodgated. So I just use Goyo Emperor from the Trudge skill, and it's way better because you have way more options there. They never see it coming, and that Goyo Emperor, if you don't already do, just look him up, and then you'll be like, wow, I have to use this card, and you're gonna get to King of Games with it easy. And Bray, like yeah, Bray summons a monster and he's good, but I feel like you kind of already have him already, right? So kind of irrelevant. And then Spells and Traps, okay, like these are just bad options because Dark Magical Circle and Magician Navigation, you can only use those cards in one deck, and why play that deck? I don't want to play that deck. So I'm not going to get these cards at all. It's just like, why even bother mentioning them? And then, like, Necker Valley is boring. It shuts down all my graveyard decks. I like graveyard decks a lot. Salvage, can't even use it with anything meta. And then Hallucinogenia. Like, it's good, but it's just ugly. Don't even include it because of that reason. And then he's just kind of missing options. Like, why don't you just keep going with these? He just only put 5? And it's just 3 blank spots. Like, I don't like that at all. And then he goes into the just monsters. Like, this is, okay, Gizmic Yada. I'll do a little spoiler. This is one of the ones I'm thinking about. Gizmic Yada, Gleaming Vanguard. I love this card. It's really good. And I don't know if I want another one. But as for the others in the list, like, Witchcrafters are really strong right now, but, like, I feel like it's kind of like, are they going to get hit after this KC Cup? I feel like they're going to get hit again, so I wouldn't even get them, honestly. The same with DDs, like, they're just too strong. They're an OTK deck. They're definitely getting hit, like every OTK deck after a KC Cup. And then Glow Up Bulb, Maiden, like, they're just bad cards. Everybody knows about Maidens, timing errors. Like, you know, if you activate a card after the target, you just block the Maiden effect, or you can banish with Weather Painters on the attack after she uses her effect, and then boom, if the monster's no longer there, you don't even get the summon. So it's just a bad card in general. Same with Glow Up Bulb. Yeah, and then, like, see, like, so far there's really nothing really besides Gizmic Yada and, like, a couple, like, Coral Dragon and whatnot that really speak to anything. Blackwings are just, they're like, they're good, but who is actually gonna use a Dream Ticket on Blackwings? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna, you only have one. You're not gonna use, like, one on, like, a Gale. Like, okay, if I use it right now, I would have one Gale and then nothing else. I don't, if I don't have Blackwings, I can't use that. So it's just, why even put them all 5 like that? It doesn't make sense. Invoked Dead deck, I'm not gonna buy those at all. And then Chocolate Magician Girl is, like, good, but she doesn't really have any decks that work well with her right now. I don't even know why you include it. It's just, like, she's just, like, a draw, and then pass on that. It's, like, you have to, like, hope they don't disruption. That's pretty bad. And then the next deck, the next section, like, okay, these are finally some decent options, like, a large amount of them. There's Whitestone of Ancients, which, like, yeah, that's a decent pick. I know a lot of people don't have that card. I have it because I went in for the Elemental Hero, the Shining, and you have to have him. And then the Berserkion pick is really good because they got a bunch of boosts with the XYZs. If you guys haven't seen, like, Soul of Silver Mountain and a bunch of other stuff with magnets are crazy now. So you definitely want to get Berserkion. Like, but I already have him with Glossy and everything, so I don't really need that. Then, like, Deep Sea Diva is really good. And then, like, so is Wielder, but kind of not really. Because here's the issue with Wielder, right? So, Wielder's a level 3 monster. So I don't really like him. Cause, you know, yeah. And then Cyber Dragon is just a bad version of the Core and Veer and all the other Cyber Dragons. He's just a bad version. Like, he's like the original, so you think he's good, but he's actually just like they updated the new ones and gave him better effects. So he's kind of outdated now. And then Plague Spreader is like a bad Glow Up Bloom, or whatever it is. What's the plant one? You know what it is. And then 6 Sams are dead, so, like, why even include those? You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen 6 Sams since, like, 2018. And then all these, I don't even recognize these cards, honestly. Like, these aren't meta relevant at all. I only play meta decks, so, like, I don't know why you mention any 8 of these. It's really just bad. I don't know what they do, and I don't even care. They're just, I don't see them on GLM, so why play them, you know? And, like, that's all the options. Like, it's just really disappointing to me that he made a video like this, because he's usually so good with videos, and they're usually, like, really nice. But this one I'm just really disappointed in. So I mean, like, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, is this a good video or no? And then, like, I figure I should bring up what cards I'm actually considering, just myself. It's Gizmic Yada, Gleaming Vanguard, and White Knight Dragon. So I really want to glossy either one of them. I just don't know which, because, like, they're both really good. Like, Gizmic Yada is great for just extenders, play him in like 1,000 decks. You can just extend normal summon at another time. It's really great. And then White Knight Dragon is a solid card because you can just tribute summon him. Then he's like he's immune to like all back row, and he can get over everything. It's just like kind of insane when you summon him. Ever since he got released, he's been like really meta breaking. So yeah, one of these two cards I really want. I just don't know which. So if you guys can like help me decide, like it's just so hard, you know. So I just want to gloss either one of them really. So if you guys can help me, I'd really appreciate it. And maybe just let me know if you guys think Brad's video is good or bad. Okay, so bye bye.